tonight.
Yeah, we're going to check in right now with Dave Malkoff. He's been in Hollywood all afternoon. Dave, what's the situation?
Just a disclaimer here off the top, this is not Michael Jackson's star, the Michael Jackson that you think of, the iconic pop superstar, this king of pop. This is the star for the Michael Jackson from radio, the radio personality. But none of these people care because the other Michael Jackson star, the actual Michael Jackson star, is being covered up by the Bruno premiere, the Sacha Baron Cohen film. That's down the street. But we have about 100 people out here sitting in front of what has become the king of pop star, Michael Jackson, the radio personality, but this is just Michael Jackson. Everybody is here to talk about him and to remember Michael Jackson from the past. And you're sitting here with your daughter, and she doesn't remember Thriller. She probably doesn't even remember. But you weren't alive when Thriller first came out. But you're a fan of it now. That just shows how much Michael Jackson is a huge star. Not many people are listening to Wham albums or things that came out in that time. I mean, people are still listening to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's just he was such an amazing part of everybody's lives. And
I always played Michael Jackson ever since she was born. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder.
And tell me about how Michael Jackson is connected to you. What do you remember about him?
I remember when I was 5, I just loving him, and I had a huge crush on him, and I have a bunch of Michael Jackson shirts, and I always loved to play his CDs. I had a CD of him that was burned of his.
What was your absolute favorite CD that you remember?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I really do love Thriller, but
Oh yeah,
I love his song "Smooth Criminal." I love that song. It's one of my favorites.
That song's been remade a couple times, but never the way that Michael Jackson.
Never going to be another Michael Jackson. That's what's so sad.
The thing is, often in Hollywood we'll lose somebody who is up there in age, somebody who hasn't been performing or hasn't been in movies or hasn't released a record in a while. This is very different than that.
Tell her she doesn't understand that he's not very old. She thinks of course she thinks 50 is old, but I told her that's like half of a life, baby. That's not fair. It's not. Thanks. Every time I talk about it. Sorry.
He was going to have about 50 concerts at the O2 Arena in London, and those were completely sold out.
We were really lucky whoever saw those last concerts. I never saw him in concert. I never saw any, but I always had her. I used to show her his videos from, pull him up on the internet of when he was a kid. Remember, just recently I was like, see how perfect? He was like perfect singer at the age of 6 and dancer and just,
I just think I'm really happy that he did what he wanted to do, and he's just so amazing.
Nobody had more problems in life than Michael Jackson. I mean problems from childhood, problems in adulthood with criminal charges brought against him, but still he has so many fans that see beyond that.
Because he could be writing songs about hate and sex and everything, and a lot of his songs, most of his songs, actually I can't even think of a song that wasn't positive. It's either uplifting, it makes you want to dance, or the man in the mirror, let's change things, we are the world. I mean, whatever negative, I don't know if it's true or not, totally is positive, totally outweighs, and that's why I'm crying, because I don't know if there's going to be another, there's so many young artists that are just about negative, and that's why I love him so much, because he's so positive. And I mean, if you're that big of a star, hey, every single big star, they just totally, it's that's why he wrote that song, Leave Me Alone. That song was for the media. It's leave me alone. Let me have my own life for 5 minutes, Just because he belongs to the public doesn't mean that he's not allowed to have some kind of life.
And the video for that song was him going through basically a fun house.
Yeah.
And these mirrors and everything looking at him. So his life in the Neverland Ranch, if you ever saw what was in there, it's kind of like like a fun house. He lived in an alternate reality.
Yeah, I know. I don't know his whole story. I don't know, I know, you know what the media says and everything. But
But that goes beyond. I mean, there's nothing that the media can say that fans will listen to that is negative about Michael Jackson. Fans are always positive about Michael Jackson. And do your friends? I mean, what grade are you in?
I'm going into 8th or something like that.
she's homeschooled.
It's hard. It's okay. So you're going into 8th grade, but you have friends outside of homeschool that do they listen to Michael Jackson still today?
Most of my friends do really like him, but I know a lot of people who make a lot of jokes about him and his surgeries, but it's like he's gone through so much, and I really don't like to see that, and it really hurts my feelings, and it's just like so mean, because it's like he doesn't deserve to be treated so badly after trying to help so much, and he shouldn't be made out to look like a bad guy, because you should, look at everything that he has done, and that, like, his whole life is dedicated to helping people.
How many artists have done what he's done positive-wise? He has really tried to change the world for better, even though he may have
heal
had his
the world.
problems. Yes, to heal the world, exactly. That's why we're all here, because it's like, there's not a lot of artists like that around, and that's the thing that scares me. It's like, I don't know.
It's the influence on people like your daughter here that you're worried about, that you want somebody who's singing positive songs and not just thinking about how much money or how many women they can get or things
Exactly.
like
That's exactly 100%. That's why since the day she was born, she's been listening to Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder. Like, some of her friends don't even know these songs, but I make sure that she gets the old music that really where they're trying to change things, and that's why it's so upsetting to me. It's just, you don't wish bad on anybody, but I just don't feel like it was fair for him, and I feel sorry for his family, his parents. Can you imagine? Can you imagine losing a child?
Who would know that Joe Jackson would outlive Michael Jackson?
I mean, that's I don't know.
5-year-old Michael Jackson.
And my daughter's an actress and all that, and I guess that's another reason why it hits me, because I know he has worked so hard from day one.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Helene.
Helene, and what's your name?
Cheyenne Haynes.
Cheyenne Hayes, and they're here from where you live?
We just live in Glendale, but I just wanted to be around like-minded people. I don't want to hear any negative about him today, because I want to celebrate his life, and that's why I came here.
Thank you so much. The Hayes from Glendale, a new fan and a fan from back in the day. This is what's happening here. Let me just give you, right before we leave, just a short pan of, I would guess, close to 75 or 100 people here at a Michael Jackson star. It has now become the Michael Jackson star because of the magnitude of this story. Michael Jackson, dead at 50. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, David, before you scoot, are most of those people there,
Yeah.
are they cognizant of that it's Michael Jackson, the radio star's star?
Yeah, they do understand that, and that's gone around. People have talked about that, but the problem is we're having a big premiere for the Bruno film. That's a Sacha Baron Cohen film. It's over there, and you know how they block off Hollywood Boulevard? They put the bleachers up. They put red carpet down on the ground. That's all. For all intents and purposes, the actual Michael Jackson star does not exist today, because it's being covered up by that. There's also down the street on that side over there by down Vine a little bit. We are on Vine, about right in the middle of Sunset and Hollywood, right in the middle of Vine. Down there is the star for the Jacksons. That would be the Jackson 5 and the Jacksons from the Victory Tour. All the Jacksons together. There's a star from them. I drove by there. There was basically nobody there. This is the star, for all intents and purposes, for Michael Jackson, the pop superstar, today. I bet you after they're done with that Bruno premiere, people will be flocking over there. People will be flocking, obviously, as you see, to UCLA Medical Center and also to the home that he has been renting. He no longer lives in the Neverland Ranch. He sold everything out of there. They removed the gate. They removed everything from the Neverland Ranch. So his home right now is over by UCLA Medical Center, very close to the hospital where he passed away today.
All right, David, thank you very much. For those of you at home, we do want to let you know, David's correct about that premiere involving Bruno. Michael Jackson's Real Star is right in front of the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and because they're premiering that new film there, the Sacha Baron Cohen film, they have some heavy equipment there. They have red carpet laid down, but they will have a flower ceremony in the morning where they will be placing flowers on Michael Jackson's star right in front of the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and that will take place at 9 a.m.